the paper into what they see in real life. I see them owls. That's Black Girl Magic. That's the Rudolph knockback on the Hooters flip, on the owl face, on the night journey, on the 420 flip, on the turnaround, on the West Coast turnaround. It's a 550 to a big 50. So it's a 50 over 50, right? That's 100% on the knock to the knockback. So when the message come in, you flip the code. The code is just telling you how the brain is processing information, and if your intuition is intact, you follow the information to the source of the flip. So they call it knocking when somebody flip. When you get a response, that's a knockback, right? When you flip the mirror, you show something. Flipping the mirror, there's a rule that says same but different. So you got the different clans knocking across the land to free all of the chiefs, and the more who understand what's working energetically, the more can contribute to the work energetically. This is called taking control of the great egregore that we've allowed society to dictate unchecked by rogue legislators, right? So when you delve into strategy, you got to also look at cause and effect. Because when you're talking about, excuse me, so when you're talking about reading what the energy is on the spirit, you translating signs and symbols. The signs and symbols come through. When they say a dragon, he spit like a dragon, that's what it means. A dragon is a master of verbal communication, where the words that the master say can actually illuminate your heart chakra. And they also call that being bit by a dragon, because once you've been bit by a dragon, you waking up, right? It's like the comparative analysis. Imagine you fighting a T-Rex and that sucker, and you waking up early in the morning, and then he all of a sudden bites you. How quick you wake up to realize that you in a real fight for your life. That's a white owl on the 420 knot, on the 2012 knot to a knockback off of Dragons in Flight. That's the master's knocking. That's what the seventh trumpet is, the seventh master, the master of the sevens. That's the flipping of the lime. The lime is the 7 upside down. The circle 7 is the 7 right side up, right? So the 7 and the 7 flip 7 off of master 7. So that's the 777. That's a divine man. And the divine man is going to tell you that the queen mother seat is 13. 13 makes a bee, and the bee is in flight. And the bee lands on the honey pot. And the honey pot is an air. And the air is a hare. And the hare is a bunny. And the bunny is hopping. And the hopping bunny is an Easter bunny. And Easter is Esther. And Esther is Ishtar. And Ishtar is Inanna. And Inanna is Isis. And Isis is the queen of heaven and earth. Hail Mary. Ta Mary. The land of Mary is the land of Isis. Ta Mary means the land of the mother, the great mother. And as the great mother rises, they say that the star rises in the east. An Eastern Star reference. And the 13th floor is to conceal the fact that they don't want you to know that anything dealing with the number 13 is taboo because it's dealing with the divine feminine and the rightful heir to the rightful seat of the great mother. The 13th seat of the zodiac, Tawaret. Right? So, all of these things is hieroglyphics in motion. Your reality is written and it's lived as active hieroglyphics. I call it hieroglyphic animation. But the modern term for it is artificial simulation. Because you take your mind and you manifest the reality that you all agreed upon, but you don't take the tiny details, the intangibles that comes with a bunch of people believing the same thing. It's going to manifest something, but it might not be what you think. But the person that created the source of the manifestation know what they compelling you to manifest while you manifesting it on their behalf in your ignorance. They've taken control of the great egregore. But we at Event Horizon right now. We beyond critical mass. The people woke. The 144,000. That's one angel sent. Right? And the angels come to redeem the righteous from the throes of the wicked. What was the wicked doing to the righteous? Bondage and servitude. Debt is slavery. Capture them in debt and put them in bondage. Deceive them into believing they free the whole time. Continuously deprive their bottom dollar so they can always stay in your servitude and they can't never work their way out of the condition. It's not designed for you to work your way out. It's designed for you to wake your way up so that you can help everybody else get out. We not trapped. We trapping ourselves. The great Amen spell, telling your inner God to remain unknown while you all the time waiting for somebody else to come and do your work for you. And this how you know can't nobody clear your karma but you, because that's why you here. Your karma is your life purpose. You here as a result of all of the generational good and bad accumulations, and you are the answer for the good to correct the bad, or the bad to overtake the good, however it happens. Karma, the balance, must be found. If you don't find the balance, then you can't unlock the gates. The gates is only locked because the balance is out of order. And as long as the balance is out of order, then the people are struggling in distress trying to figure out why are their life falling apart. Their life not falling apart. They just following the script of the person that told them to not put their life together. So now they following the edicts of the ones that told them not to put their life together, and they the ones responsible to put the life together for them, but it ain't the life they want. This creates an automatic innate anxiety of being here. Why are you here? What's your purpose? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Right? Have you ever wondered, why in the heck am I here? Who brought me here? Somebody conjured me up, or I wouldn't be here. Your generational development across family lines is what conjured you up. The way that the people before us live, good or bad or indifferent, it does not matter. We are the sum total of everything that preceded us in order for us to produce something better than us for the future. This is what they call standing on the shoulder of giants. Right? Because you've taken everything from the ones before us. Whether we believe it or don't believe it. It goes into the analysis group in order to determine if we're going to perpetuate it or interrupt the pattern. In the Emerald Tablets, to who they say, life is cycles within cycles. And he who wishes to break free must break free of the cycles. What is he talking about, breaking free of cycles? Because everything is cyclic. It's patterns. It's fractals. It's binary code. It's Fibonacci sequence. It's sacred geometry. But they all doing something different at the same time, which gives us the illusion that life is life while we live in it, and all the time it's just a simulation in the game of the gods. Some of us remember doing this multiple times. Others think this is their first time here. Right? Peace, fam, peace. And when you look at greatness, one of the side effects of achieving anything great is you're going to create your hater committee. Your detractors, the ones who feel like they entitled to what you work for whatever they reasons that they concoct in their head, it don't really matter. Right? They want what you got because they feel you got more than enough to give it to them. No, it don't work like that. If I choose to give you something, that's my choice. You can't make me give you anything. You can't take nothing from me. You might try to take something from me. But remember, I'm always on my business. I'm in my lane, handling my business the way my mom and my daddy taught me, and having never failed me. So when you come in my lane and become a speed bump, don't get angry with me for rolling over you while you jumping lanes into something that you know nothing about. I'm going to always take care of my business first, and then I'm going to have recreation. I don't care if it take me 10 years to take care of my business. I'm going to tend to my business before I have recreations. Once my business is taken care of, I'm going to have all the fun I can. I'm going to probably try to save some in the jar for the people that ain't there. I'm going to have so much fun, it's just going to be rolling out down the street. But business is going to get took care of first. It's not. Yep. Take family business personal. It's family business. I'm just here handling my part of the family business I was assigned. And like they say, I just take family business personal. So don't take it personally that I take family business personal, because I'm serious about my family. Therefore, family business becomes a serious matter. And I'm not taking sides with none of the family. Either I'm going to help as many of them as I can help, or I ain't going to help none of them. I'm either going to help all of them, or I ain't going to help none of them. I'm not going to half-ass it. Mama said don't half-ass nothing. If you going to half-ass it, then don't put no ass in it at all. So I'm not finna half-ass it. My daddy said, what's the sense of starting something if you ain't going to finish it? Right? So the marathon continues until we finish putting these tribes back in their jurisdictional supremacy position as the caretakers of the land, the guardians of the women and the children. These characters is going to bump straight. But remember, I told y'all, watch the chain reaction. Ain't nobody finna escape, and it's finna pick up pace over the next couple of weeks. Right? Watch the chain reaction. Your mouth gonna hit the flow. Because you can't keep sacrificing righteous people in order for you to keep your dirt covered up. We are not on this watch that we on now, we don't accept the sacrificing of the innocent for the redemption of the wicked. We don't accept that. That's automatically rejected on this watch. You can go ask Abraham Traore. He gonna tell you the same thing. We not buying it. We come in teams all over the world, right? Go to South Africa. Ask Julius. I can't say his last name. Malamandea. But you know what I'm talking about. Go watch Winnie Mandela's funeral and you will see what I'm talking about. Because if the wind would have blew that day, they was going to tear it up. Julius said, "Mother, let the wind blow. It's a gust of wind and we know what to do next." The sky ain't never been so whatever they was doing for a heart, they wasn't doing it that day. Unless they was making the weather be still. Because they was serious. Yep. That's my guy. They all over the world. Most of them is the women. In Haiti, right? Even though you have the sons of Dessalines out front, they being guided by some women. Haiti is being reclaimed by women. But we all see the men out front because that's their job. That's their position. That's what they supposed to do. When the women and the children in danger, we supposed to tear something up. But we can't tear nothing up because we so infiltrated, we don't know who to protect and who throat to cut. We don't know who to push off the cliff and who to pull back up. This is bad. They look like us, but they ain't us. But you watch how they move and they tell on themselves. But they move and organize like never before. And this is the last stronghold. We just not going to put people in danger just to say we accomplished a goal. That doesn't make sense to me. I told the Empress that we got to fall back. We got to find a different avenue. We can't work with them people that's infiltrated. That got that many black devils fighting against a righteous brother in distress. All the time they out here trying to keep the other parts of the family from getting him out. They just have no regard for his suffering and his struggle. And that's very foul. That's foul. They see, look, I'm going to give y'all, I'm not going to call no names because I don't know these people. I don't know none of them. But let's say, for instance, the ones who wanted to hold on to Nuwaubian when they became Sabian. And they see the Sabians appear to be moving to support Malachi release, the Nuwaubians will get in the way, attack them. If the Nuwaubians start making a move to go get Malachi, then the Sabians will start getting in the way, blocking, right? So if the